I have often been quoted as saying, until we de-occult this knowledge, in other words, until the knowledge of the occult is no longer occult, until it is brought out into the light of day, and these manipulation techniques are known, and this information has been turned into common sense knowledge, humanity will never be free. We cannot ignore the information of the occult because we think, oh, it's negative. It isn't negative. It's information about how the universe works, how natural law functions, how the human psyche functions, and then it's what we do with that knowledge that makes it either good or bad. Right. So the usage determines whether it's used for order and goodness and propagating freedom throughout society, or whether it's used as a weapon for power, differential advantage, and then creating all kinds of chaos, disorder, and ultimately evil with it. So we look at both the positive aspects of human consciousness, and we need to look at the negative. We need to understand the methods of mind control and the ideologies that these people believe in. That's not negative to look at that in an attempt to understand it, because once we understand it, then we're in a position to do something about it. We definitely need to understand the dynamic of human psychopathy. If we don't understand psychopathy, we're missing a gigantic piece of the puzzle as to why the world has been worked into the condition that it currently exists in. Psychopathy is a genetic disorder. It's something that results in a being that is born without the ability to empathize with any other being. It's like an amputee who doesn't have hands. He can't type on a keyboard, not because he may not want to, but because he doesn't have the capacity to, because he no longer has hands. That's what we're talking about. And therefore, to be accepted at all, at any level, by other individuals who would see this as a monstrous condition, and indeed, in many ways, it is a monstrous condition. In order to get along with other people in society or pretend to get along with them, they have to mimic the range of human emotions which they don't have. So they become very good actors. They become very good at influencing other people, at manipulating, because they realize that's the only way that they're going to be accepted at any level in society, because they don't have any feelings for any of their actions, what the consequences of any of their actions are toward other individuals. And that's psychopathy. Unfortunately, there's a secondary form of psychopathy that is learned, or I shouldn't even say learned, it is instilled by conditions. The conditioning aspects of what our environment dictates, the current environmental conditions in which we are living. So the mental influence of other people can influence secondary psychopathy.